So I just finished studying up. I got all the parts that I'll certainly need. I even marked it and said that. You probably can't read that. Got the parts that I will certainly need for my engine repair. I watched this guy's entire teardown of a Chrysler engine. This one goes in a 300M, I think, but it's the same engine. It's a 3.5 liter, which I think is the amount of oil it can hold. I'd probably sound like a complete idiot to people who actually know car stuff. But it's a 3.5 liter V6 engine. 2 heads on the top. And I had something completely wrong. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but basically, I kind of get the exact things I'm going to have to do to this engine. And this made it actually seem a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm excited about this. Today, no engine work is going to happen. I'm not doing any of that stuff today because I don't have all the tools. Before I start a job and before you start doing anything like this to fix your life, have all the tools that you're going to need so you're not having to flounder. It makes the process so much harder. My whole life I've been lazy. Whenever I had a job to do, I'll be like, I can probably get it done without the tools. And then you just end up breaking crap. That's why I never finished any projects. Because who wants to do a project where you don't have the tools for it? You know what I mean? So I wrote down the tools that I'm going to need. Today, I buy those tools. And they all come in. I'm going to make sure I get all the tools in before I start even working on this car. So the job today is complete for the car. Look at the video and figure out what kind of job this is going to be. I'm still going to be referencing this while I actually do the repair. But now I need to purchase all these tools. I put everything up. I got everything on Amazon in a cart. Let me show you in the cart what I'm getting. This does not include the air ratchet because I'm not sure I'm going to know how to use that, and I might have to get like an electric one, but we'll see. This is the lower radiator hose, about $9. The upper radiator hose, 11. For some reason it's more, probably was longer. My entire new radiator, $90. Water pump, $25 right around. And this is $64. But this is amazing. This is an entire head gasket replacement set for my engine. The beauty of Amazon is it checked for me to make sure this would work for my specific engine. And all that is coming in at right around $200. I've only got like a little under 1,000 left. So this is going to take about a quarter of my money to do this. But remember, as you're pulling yourself out of the hole, if you don't have any money, first things first, you need to swallow your pride and get a job. And it doesn't matter if it's something that's glamorous or glorious. I'm going to have to do that too. That's one of the reasons I want to fix this car so I can get places. You need to make sure you're spending your money in the right places. Spending your money on something that's probably going to help you earn more money, like this camera, like this mic, like this computer even, like car repair, like this car repair. This is $200 as an investment towards my future and the things I'm going to have. If you're spending $1,000 on an OLED TV, probably shouldn't. I would have $1,000 more dollars. But this is before I started doing all this. That's a part of the laziness. I still love the TV though. It's fresh. But anyway, right now we're going to go check out the car itself because his was knocking. His had a knocking problem that he saw that he had even when he was fixing the car. So he finished the entire head gasket replacement, put everything back together, and the car started again, which is great. But it was still knocking, and that's a whole other issue. And so he wanted to figure out what was wrong with that. And so this man's crazy. He took apart the engine to the point where he was inside of it, spinning it with his hands. And he took apart the bearings. And the bearings on the inside, which are the parts that spin around inside the engine, were all shot. They were like shredded down. So mine could be like that. I'm going to listen to my engine again. I don't know if I've ever noticed it ever knocking or making like a lot of noise. So I'm going to go into the engine I'm not going to go into the engine right now. We're going to go start the car and we're going to see what it sounds like. I'm going to have this car tripod set up in the front of the car when it starts, and I'm going to have me from the inside with my phone. So let's go do that. Okay. This is Old Crusty. Old Dusty, Old Rusty, whatever you want to call it. Just not Old Busty. This is the one that I need to figure out what's going on. What we're going to do right now is figure out if this has a knocking sound. If it does, when I take it apart, I might go ahead and do some serious engine TLC. But if it doesn't and it sounds kind of smooth, I'll cry a tear of joy and be happy. But let's just take a listen. We're going to clean this car up too once we get it. Okay. We're going to clean this car up too once we're done. Have some pride in the stuff you have. This is the inside of it. It's not the prettiest car in the world, and I hate this freaking steering wheel cover. But just like a balding guy like me does, you cover things up when they're looking pretty bad. You know the deal. Okay, here we go. Ready? Turn off this everything. I don't need to hear any of that stuff. You see right here on the dash the oil pressure gauge, the oil pressure light is on already. That's always been on ever since I got the car. And check engine is blinking, which means this car needs some engine work. It's probably, hopefully, a head gasket. I need to actually get the thing that'll give me the codes. Give me the codes. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. Okay. But actually, let's go ahead and pop up in the hood first. Come on. As you can see from previous failed attempts at fixing this car, coolant has gone everywhere out of this reservoir because it bubbled over, which I later found out was because there's pressure that can be coming in from a blown head gasket. Pressure can be pushed in to the cooling system from in here, and it backs up into here and makes it like bubble as if it's boiling, but it's not actually boiling. But anyway, let's go ahead and start her up. Okay, so it actually sounds fine. When the fan comes on, we got a little bit of issues there, but aside from that, she's not that loud. And it's looking at it again, it's almost identical to the engine this guy was working on. Not almost, it's identical. This is the same engine. I'm so glad I watched that. We can tackle this. I just need the right tools. I'm gonna have to move this into the garage. This is older, dustier. We're working on this after. I might have to have a plan of attack to moving this out of here though, so old dusty can get in. But yeah. Okay. But you don't want to run a car that's broken too long. So we'll go ahead and turn her off. But I'd say that's successful. Lock her up as if anyone's breaking into this. Close her back down. Got to fix that. There's a little gap right here too. And close the garage. I'm going to go ahead and finish off the vlog there. I've ruined myself today by getting up so late, but I lost in the end to the resistance. Again, when I was supposed to get up this morning, I was supposed to get up like early. I even woke up for the alarm, which is progress. Don't get me wrong, that's progress. I don't normally even wake up for the alarm, but I woke up for the alarm. I snoozed it with no real intention of putting on another one. I didn't even snooze it, I just turned it off. I didn't even snooze it, so I got the opportunity to wake up later. And then I ended up waking up at like 11:30. Realistically, I want to be getting up at like 5 or 6, because that's so many hours, 6. So if I get up at 5 or 6, I can run until 6 or 7. Then gives me 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 hours to work on the things that I want to work on versus 11:30, run until 12:31, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. 6 hours. I cut my productivity almost in half. So if you're on the same path as me and you're trying to build something, get up early. If you have a job or something, then you might be getting up early already, or you might have to work the night shift. Whatever early is for you, get up before you need to. Sleep is important, so sleep the right amount of time for you. But I'd say push it a little bit as far as how much time you're gonna have for yourself. Also, I wanted to record something earlier on resistance during my run, but the audio, I have these terrible headphones that I use. I'm not even gonna take them anymore, they're so bad. But the audio tried to get recorded through those, and I lost everything for it. So I'll just tell you exactly what I said in that. I don't remember exactly what the wording was, but I was basically finishing that talk on resistance that I started on the bridge. That talk goes like this. Resistance is anything that tries to stop you from achieving your goals. We said that on the bridge. But then I finished it off by saying, I finished it by talking about how it almost beat me. I was thinking about, before I started that run, everything and every reason why I didn't have to run. When in reality, I was fully capable of running. I was like, I didn't have enough time because I woke up late. Waking up late's your own fault. That doesn't mean the work you have to do changed. And then, you saw I was recording. That was not scripted. I was fully intending to not run today. But I feel great because I did, and I'm gonna do the same thing tomorrow. Today's tasks have mostly been finished, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on at least scripting my next video for the channel. Epidemic Sound already hit me up and they're like, hey, we made you an ambassador a while ago and you haven't made any content. So they're probably thinking about stripping away the ambassadorship if I don't make something. And I don't think this channel counts, so. But yeah, the rest of the day is gonna be just me scripting out the video, then editing this. I'm gonna have to edit this tonight. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I really don't want this to be more than a 10-minute video. I'm trying to get these down to be like really bingeable, like 5-minute, 8-minute vlogs, but just me talking like this is kicking up the time a lot. So I really appreciate you for watching this. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. Wait, I'm doing the same thing that I do for my other channel. I'm just doing this for me, and I don't have any viewers yet. But if you're here, subscribe. If you want to be on this journey with me, please start your life. Please get started. Don't waste another day. No more 0 days. We might talk about that tomorrow. 0 days. I don't know if I told you guys what those are. But peace. See you tomorrow. We're getting up early tomorrow. I look scary like this. Woo.